Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Crystalbrook Advisors Millennial Talkcast.
Yeah.
And we're at episode 3 already.
I know. It went by fast.
It did.
That's
and
fun.
People are actually still listening to us.
I know. It's kind of awesome.
And scary.
Very scary.
But for today's episode, we're going to talk about something that my friend actually asked me about. So she landed her first job at a big American corporation, making some decent monies.
Yay!
And she's sitting at the end of the month with some extra cash. And she's like, but what am I supposed to do with it?
And you're like, I know.
I know what to do.
Yeah. Which
Exactly.
is awesome. So the topic is surplus.
Yes. What do you do when you have some extra monies left over?
So I just want to clarify something so we have it out there. What do we exactly mean when we say surplus?
It basically means that when you've been good all month, you've paid down all your expenses, and you've been good with your budget, you follow your budget, you have some extra money sitting in either a checking or a saving account or in cash, if that's how you roll.
That's how you roll.
Yeah.
I think it's a great topic because nowadays when I read blogs and articles and everything, all I hear is about this is how you save more money. But no one really talks about what you should do with those extra money you have.
Exactly.
So I guess it's a good problem to have and no one wants to talk about it.
Don't you hate like that? Oh, these are the 10 cash saving tips that you can follow, and then it's like, just buy less Doritos.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, but I want to buy Doritos.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm gonna not buy Doritos.
Exactly.
They're delicious, and no, give me another tip.
But I think that the biggest thing is that if you don't know what to do with the extra money, it can actually go to waste.
That's very true.
And I think many people, including myself, think that when you have some extra money sitting there at the end of the month, that means extra spending money.
Yay!
Can go on a shopping spree, or go travel to Miami or Puerto Rico, or go to a fancy restaurant.
But I mean, to be honest, going to hop on a plane and go to Miami or save for your retirement account, what is more intriguing?
Yeah.
I mean, Miami. Yeah.
I would choose Miami any day.
See? That's what I mean.
Yeah. But I'm not saying that you should never treat yourself or go on a nice trip or anything like that. But that should be included in your expenses. So that should be budgeted for already. Yeah. So for your extra cash, you can kind of make that work for you a little bit more. And really think about what your goals are. So you can kind of put that money towards working to reaching your goals.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Which is a big one.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to prioritize and see what I want to do in the long run.
Yeah. So when you have some cash left over, what do you usually do with it?
I'm super boring. I don't go to Miami. I should. I will one day. But what I'm doing right now is that I'm saving money away on my savings account and my retirement account.
Okay.
So I'm trying to see the bigger picture.
That's a good
down
Jennifer.
The road.
That's a good Jennifer.
Yeah, that's a good Jennifer. The devil Jennifer needs to come out and go to Miami, maybe. No.
Yes.
But
yeah.
no.
Definitely. Like, your 20s is for having fun and traveling.
But be smart about it. I think that's the most important thing.
That's the big one.
Yeah.
And when I started out, I wasn't being smart about it at all.
It's okay, though. You can be unsmart for a short period of time.
For a short period of time. But now, when I landed my first, grown-up job, I've kind of realized, what my priorities need to be. So I managed to really, lower my expenses, which is hard when you live in a city like New York.
Yeah, which is very expensive.
It's insanely expensive. But what I'm trying to do now is to every month put away at least 20% of my salary to work for
That's great.
me, basically.
So
what I'm doing right now is I'm paying off my student loans. I'm putting some money away from my emergency fund, which is a big one.
Yeah.
And last of all, I just opened up my first investment account.
Yay!
Which is terrifying.
And very exciting.
Yes. So I feel like a real grown-up now.
Yeah, I feel like you are a real grown-up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, in general, I think most millennials have an understanding what they should do with their extra money. Some sort of understanding at least. But I think it's always good to have some pinpoints and good steps to take. Like,
Absolutely.
Do you have any good steps?
Yeah, I think it's hard to give specific advice of what people should do with extra money, just because it kind of depends on what your goals are, how old you are. But I think the main thing is just to know that the big expenses are coming.
Yeah,
you might tell yourself that, oh, I'm gonna have a tiny wedding. It's not gonna cost that much, but honey, it's gonna be expensive.
It's gonna be expensive. I mean, that dress is gonna be expensive.
Yeah, and then you have like photographers, and you have flowers,
food,
guests.
Yeah, we can't forget them.
Yeah, and then you probably wanna have kids one day, right?
Oh yeah, and they are expensive.
They are very expensive.
I love them and they're adorable, but they're expensive.
Yeah, and then you want to protect your kids, and then you have to buy insurance for your kids, your family, your house, your pets.
So see, the expenses is adding up.
Exactly. And but I think when you have some money left over at the end of the month, the first thing you really need to figure out is that this simply a budgeting mistake, or can you afford to like put this somewhere else?
Yeah.
So if next month you have like a big insurance payment, for example, then it might make sense to just leave them so you can easily pay that off.
I agree.
But the second thing is just what are your priorities? What do you want to do? And if you have student loans, for example, I think that should always be priority number one.
Yeah.
And if you have high interest loans, pay those down first, and then you can start on the other loans that you have.
Definitely.
And then second of all, I think also putting away money for an emergency fund, as I'm doing right now, because I've already tapped into mine. We had an apartment leak.
I mean, unexpected things happen, so I mean, car can break down, dentist, whatever, leak. So emergency fund is definitely a good thing.
And we usually tell people that they should start building up so they have at least like minimum 3 to 6 months worth of expenses that they can tap into.
Yeah.
So if you, for example, lose your job for a couple of months, you have enough to kind of go by for at least a couple of months so you can get yourself back on your feet again.
Yeah.
And then also retirement is a big one, like Jennifer mentioned. And you're probably thinking, like, why do I have to put money away for retirement now? I'm in my 20s. I'm supposed to have fun.
Fabulous. Yeah. Do it. It's worth it. I mean, you never know. If you don't start now, when will you start?
Yeah. And the thing is, like, you want to live comfortably now, and when you retire, too.
Yeah.
Just think that, the money is going towards basically continuing the lifestyle that you want to lead.
Good, yeah.
And if you're like, Inger, I've got all of this covered, then we come to the fun part, which is investing.
Investing, yes, that is the fun part.
Yeah. And I mean, investing is basically all about just having your money work for you. And in these times where having money in a savings account it's just not enough anymore, because interest rates are so low that you're actually losing money thanks to inflation. So I think investing is a good way to start, at least.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. That's a good, and I think all of these steps are very good and helpful for people. And I definitely think they should have it in mind as they start investing in their future. Because to be honest, like in order for you to make money, you have to have money.
Yeah. And investing is the best side hustle that you can have, basically, because you can only do so much during the day. So
exactly.
But yeah, talking about side hustles.
Yeah, you got that in.
Yeah, got planned that a little bit. Yeah. For next week's topic, we are going to talk about some side hustles that you can take on in New York to make some extra cash.
Yes, because this city is expensive.
Yes, so it's always nice to have a couple of things working for you so you can live even more comfortably and invest more.
Invest more.
Yeah. So hopefully you'll listen in next week as well. I think that will be a good session. We'll give you some good tips.
Definitely.
And if you have any topic suggestions for a future Talkcast or have any questions, feel free to comment below or shoot us an email at info@crystalbrookadvisors.com. And also we have a couple of new blog posts up on the blog, so check out crystalbrookadvisors.com.
Yeah.
And hope to see you next week. And thanks for listening in today.
Thank you.